Filip Hrgovic's attempt at intimidating Daniel Dubois with his fast start failed to cause him to break last Saturday night in their heavyweight matchup in Riyadh. The strategy worked against the 31-year-old Hrgovic 17-1, 14 KO, because Dubois, 21, 2 KOs, matched his aggression and met him with resistance that he wasn't expecting. Dubois, 2006, used his superior conditioning and power to wear down Hrgovic, cutting him over both eyes to force a doctor stoppage in the 8th round. By that point in the fight, Hrgovic was bleeding and exhausted from the fast pace. It looked like Hrgovic had trained for this kind of grueling shootout, requiring him to absorb punishment and battle hard for 3 minutes of every round. Going into the fight, the oddsmakers had the IBF mandatory challenger Hrgovic as the favorite. And a lot of boxing fans expected Dubois to either mentally quit like he'd done twice before, or get knocked out by one of the big shots from the 6 feet 5 inches Hrgovic. When you put all those eggs in one basket, like, I'm going to be able to intimidate him, and he's going to fold to my mental and physical presence, said boxing expert Paulie Malignaggi to ProBox TV, talking about how Filip Hrgovic attempted to put the scare in Daniel Dubois last Saturday night in Riyadh, but then crumbled when he failed to fold mentally in their 5 versus 5 competition. Hrgovic had boasted about himself in the run-up to the fight, seeming cocky to the point where he came across like Dubois was going to be an easy victory for him. During his interviews, he had a look in his eyes like he knew he was going to win and be the next opponent for Anthony Joshua to fight in September at Wembley. When you put all those eggs in that basket and it doesn't happen, you suddenly find yourself in a resistance you weren't expecting, said Malignaggi. You always have to be ready for resistance, and I'm not sure Hrgovic was ready for that resistance he got back from Dubois. Hrgovic was almost dismissive of Dubois, and he clearly didn't view him as being on the same level as him. Dubois didn't like his attitude, and you could tell in the final press conference that he couldn't wait to get in the ring to prove him and his doubters wrong. He had little to say when it was his time to speak, and cut his remarks short.